If your Maytag top-load washer is not advancing cycles, showing error codes, or simply not starting at all, the control board could be the culprit. I'm Ed with AppliancePartsPros.com, and today I'll guide you through testing and replacing this part. Don't worry if this is your first time working on appliances. It's easier than you might think. Let's get started. With over 2 million products in stock and the know-how to help you do it yourself, we are AppliancePartsPros.com. Let's start by getting our tools together. For today's work, we'll need a 1/4-inch nut driver, a putty knife, a multimeter, and needle nose pliers. Also, please remember that safety comes first. Always disconnect your washer by unplugging it or switching the breaker off. With the power disconnected, we are ready to dive in and start troubleshooting. To access the control board, begin by using your 1/4-inch nut driver to remove the screws securing the back panel of the control console. Once the screws are removed, slide a putty knife under the corners of the control panel and release the spring clips. Then lift the console up and back. This will expose the main control board and its wiring connections. Next, we'll verify that the control board and its built-in pressure sensing system are operating correctly and inspect all wiring connections at the control board, making sure each connector is fully seated and not damaged. Once everything checks out, restore power and test for proper incoming voltage at the control. Extreme care should always be taken to protect against electric shock, which could potentially result in serious injury. Please do not test line voltage if you're uncomfortable using a multimeter around live voltage. You should measure approximately 120 volts AC between L1 and neutral. If the control is receiving proper voltage, but is not sending power to the components like the water valve during operation, we need to determine whether the issue is the control itself or the pressure sensing system. Disconnect the power again and locate the pressure hose attached to the control board. Carefully inspect the hose to make sure it's not kinked, pinched, or clogged with water, suds, or debris. Remove the hose from the control and blow through it to confirm it is completely clear, then reconnect it securely. To further verify the pressure system, reconnect power and run a fill or diagnostic cycle. The control should send voltage to the valves at the start of the cycle, then shut them off once the correct water level is sensed. If the washer never energizes the valves or shuts them off immediately with an empty tub, the pressure sensor on the control board has failed. In that case, the main control board will need to be replaced. Disconnect the power to the washer. Carefully disconnect all wiring harnesses from the control board, noting their position. Remove any mounting screws or retaining clips, securing the board. Then lift it out of the console. Here's the old control board, and here's the new one. If you've already got one, great. If not, you can pick one up at AppliancePartsPros.com. Install the new control board by placing it into the console and securing it with the mounting screws or clips. Reconnect all wiring harnesses to their original locations, making sure each connection is fully seated. Once everything is connected, reposition the console and secure it back in place. Restore power to the washer and run a calibration cycle if required. Then, run a diagnostic or normal cycle to confirm that the washer is operating correctly and responding as expected. Great job tackling the issue with your Maytag washer. We hope you found this guide helpful in getting your appliance back to perfect working order. If you still need that control board or any other part, just grab your model number and visit AppliancePartsPros.com. Most orders arrive in a couple of days. Thanks for choosing us to assist with your DIY repair, and we look forward to helping you again soon.